Hello children, welcome to our online lessons. My name is Mwanda Hamid, taking you through mathematics. Now my good children, I left you with some work last time, and what we are going to do, there were two numbers. I'm going to do one, then you check yourself to see if you also pass the second number until we call for the books and mark them. So this is number 2, this was number 2. This is also another form of puzzle. So I told you we can draw them in a box shape or we can draw them in a circular shape. Now, we are going to complete very quickly. Then we learn today's work. So, what did I say? I said you first look at the center. Then you see, is the answer you are getting near the center or far from the center? So I'm going to begin with this, that is far from the center. And what did I say when the answer is far from the center? I said when the answer is far from the center, we add. So this one is far from the center. We are going to have 4 plus 6 equals 2. What is 4 plus 6, my good children? This is 10. So I'll come and write here 10. Then I come down. So this one, is it far or near? This is near, meaning we are going to subtract. So we are going to have 7. Remember, when we are subtracting, we get the bigger number minus the smaller number. Don't say again 4 minus 7. Because 4 is smaller, you'll get a negative answer. And you will say, now what is this? Because 4 is smaller than 7. So what do you do when you are subtracting? You get the bigger number minus the smaller number. So this is 7 take away 4, which is equal to 3. I'll come and write here 3. And now, my children, we continue. Here, where is it? Is the dash far or near the center? This is far. So when it is far, what shall we do? We are going to add 4 plus 9 equals to, what is 4 plus 9? 13. Come here and write 13. Then this one, where is it? Near the center or far? It is near. So what am I going to do? Subtract. Now I will have 5 take away 4 equals to 1. Then I come. Remember, filling in your answers is very important because the question is saying complete. And if it says complete and you don't complete the puzzle, so you'll have, you'll miss some marks. So my good children, that was last time's work. Now check your work very well and see if you have passed all numbers. Now today, we are going to move to some other work. And still, we are still solving puzzles, completing puzzles. But this time round, it is a bit different from the other ones. So what is this one saying? Puzzles having some at the center. Now remember this word here? When we're doing addition of numbers, we said this word is connected to addition. Now here in these puzzles, we shall have the sum written at the center. And if we say the sum is written at the center, this means we have added two numbers and we have written their sum at the center. So when we come to this puzzle, this simply means that when we get this plus this, their sum is at the center, meaning A plus 7, the sum is 15. When we come to B plus 8, the sum is 15. So in this work, my good children, it is going to involve in forming of equations and solving them. Work will become very simple because when we form equations, we know what to do. You remember when we were starting algebra, we looked at equations and how to solve them. So in these puzzles that have sum at the center, we form equations and after forming them, we solve them. So I'm just going to begin from A. Now, how am I going to get A? I'm going to say A plus 7, the sum is at the center, which is 15. Then after forming this equation, you remember when we have addition, what do? We introduce subtraction, the additive inverse of this, and then solve the equation. So what are we going to do here? We are going to say A equals to, now 15, 7 will cross and it drops plus, changes to minus. So this will be 15 take away 7. Then our A will be equal to, what is 15 take away 7? Come and subtract vertically. This is 15 take away 7. So what is 5 take away 7? 5 is small, we regroup, remain with 0 and have 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. And 0 minus 0 is 0. So A equals to 8. And after getting the value of A, come and fill it in there. A equals to 8. As simple as that. Now I'm coming to B. After getting A, I'll of course underline. Then I go to B. I'm going to B, so I'll say B, where is B? B plus 8 equals to 15. So B plus 8 equals to 15. So I've formed an equation and it is now simple. I'm just going to solve this equation. Then I move on. So I have plus 8. When it crosses the equator, it will be minus 8. So this is B equals to 15, take away 8. Then B will be equal to, come and subtract vertically. So what is 15 take away 8? In a nice way there. 5 take away 8. 5 is small. What do? We regroup. Remain with 0 here and take 110. So to make 15. 15 take away 8 is 7. Then 0 take away 0 is 0. So I have B equals to 7. Then I'll come and still say B equals 7 in my table. Then I move to the next number, the next letter. Moving to C. So what do? We know very well the sum is at the center. So we are going to say C plus 13 equals to 15, the sum at the center. Are you getting, my children? Hope you are getting. So this is C equals to, what shall we do here? We shall have 15 take away 13. Get your ruler. C equals to, create this space for part of work. Then you have 15 take away 13. What is 5 take away 3? 2. 1 take away 1, 0. So C equals to 2. Then after that, I will come and say C equals to 2. Then I go the very last one, D. So I'm going to solve it very quickly. Here you must be very, very attentive and keen. I'm going to D, so what am I going to do? D is here plus 11. You add these two, equals the sum at the center. So D plus 11 equals to 15. Plus 11 equals to 15. Then what are we going to do? D equals to 15, then 11 crosses and it becomes minus. So after that, I'll have D equals to, come for my part of work, have 15, take away 11 vertically. 5 take away 1 is 4. Then 1 take away 1 is 0. So our D equals to 4. Come and say D equals to 4. So you have finished solving and finding missing numbers when the sum at the center is given. Now these puzzles are a little different from the other ones because of this sum at the center. Now my good children, after looking at that first example, I'm going to give you one more example. Then after that, we shall do some work. So the second example is already here. I still have used the same letters, but letters can change. I can put here M, so long as they are unknowns, or I can even put their dashes. So when I put dashes, you will use box plus, then you equate to the sum at the center. So I'm going to solve it again. This time round, the sum at the center is 20. So what am I going to do? Still, I'll begin with A. Meaning when I add A to 17, the sum of these two is 20. Then you solve for A. So I'm going to come here and say A plus 17 equals to 20. Like that. Then very quickly we are going to have A equals to this 17 will cross and it will change to minus. So I'll have 20 take away 17. So what shall I have here? A equals to, what is 20 take away 17? Come here. Where this number is ending, don't draw it here. Where this number ends, you draw a small line there and have 20 take away 17 vertically. 0 take away 0, 0 take away 7. 0 is small, but we regroup. So we get 1 here. So I will remain with 1 and I take 110 to make 10. 110 plus 0 remains 10. So what is 10 take away 7? This is 3. And then 1 take away 1 is 0. So A equals to 3. Then I will come and say A equals to 3. Just like that. I go to the next letter. Have to underline your work in a very, very smart way. So I go to B. Where is B? B is here. When I have B plus 15, I'll get the sum at the center. So I'll have B plus 15 equals to 20, which is the sum at the center. Now, my children, I will solve this. B equals to 20 take away 15. This one crosses and it changes to minus, right? So what do I have here? B equals to, draw your line for part of work and subtract vertically. This is 20 take away 15. What is 0 take away 5? 0 is small, but we regroup. So we shall get 110 from here. Remain with 1 and get 110. To add to 0, now 110 plus 0 we shall get 10. Now what is 10 take away 5? 5. 10 take away 5 is 5. Then 1 take away 1 is 0. So B equals to 5. I said we shall not write 0, 5. 0, 5 is the same as 5. Then after that, double underline, and then we are continuing. I'm going to another letter, and that is C. Letter C, A, B, C. So before I go, sorry, don't forget like me, I'll have to come here and say B is 5. Now I go to C. I'll still come and say C plus 9 equals the sum at the center. C plus 9 equals the sum at the center, which is 20. So I will have C equals to 9 will cross and find there 20. So it will change from plus to minus 9. Then C equals to, I come and do my part of work here and subtract vertically. So I'll have 20 take away 9. What is 0 take away 9? 0 take away 9, 0 is small, but we regroup. So I'm going to regroup here. I remain with 1 and take 110. So 110 plus 0 is 10. And now what is 10 take away 9? 1. And then 1 take away nothing, 1. So this is equal to 11. Then after that, I'm going to the very, very last digit. The very, very last, letter. So where is it? D. Meaning I'll have these two and equate the sum at the center. So I will have D plus 11 equals to 20, which is the sum at the center. Okay? Now from there, I'm going to solve this. After forming equation, we just solve it. So this is D equals to 20 take away 11. Because of plus, it will change to minus. Then D will be equal to part of work, and then solve this vertically. So this is 20 take away 11. So what do I have here? What is 0 take away 1? 0 is small, but we regroup. So we regroup this one, remain with 1, and get 110 to support 0. So 110 plus 0 is 10. What is 10 take away 1? 9. Then what is 1 take away 1? 0. So I have my D as 9. Then I will come and say D equals to 9. I didn't fill in for C, so don't be like me also. Every number that you solve, you go and fill in. What is C? C equals to 11. So my good children, I have given you, at least if you did not pick in the first example, I hope in the second one now you are there and you have got it. So what we are going to do, I'm going to give you some few numbers here and we try them. Then we shall check when we come back in the next lesson. Thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay at home. Bye-bye.